Hey everyone, welcome back to the NASCAR 2004 Busch season for race 16 of 33. Basically, the halfway point of the season. We're heading to a track that NASCAR's not going to anymore, which is really sad. California, a place where Kyle Busch got his first Cup win. He also won the last Cup race here. So, rest in peace to Kyle Busch. But anyways, we've had a rough month of May. Let's just put that into words. Almost finished the Coke 600 last week, fighting for a top 10, then some son of a bitch decided to kill me. I'm not going to go into the monstrosity results at the end of the race. I think that's the perfect describe. However, the point situation is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to be way far behind, but we're only 37 back. This could have been a lot worse. So, and how many guys are within the race? Sterling Marlin is just outside. We now have 8 guys that are within the race. And Booth was only 3 points behind Jimmy Johnson. So, and 37 points is, what, like 6 spots on the racetrack. So, and, rivals, like I said, it's this son of a bitch. So, he's the one we gotta worry about, but luckily in California, we got wide, long straightaways, so we can try to get that down while we can. This is a good share drafted track, so, because we got, like I said, we got long straightaways, and that we looked at last week. Can we finish strong in the month of May? Only God knows.
Barney Hall and I are here at the California Speedway for tonight's NASCAR Winston Cup race on MRN. We should see a lot of green flag racing in this one.
Yeah, and what makes these long green runs interesting is that although the cars are all relatively similar, they can have very different pit windows. That can play a very important role at the end of the race with determining who has to pit again and who can go the distance.
Jeff Green might not be a household name, but he's had a lot of success recently in stock cars.
Well, there's no doubt. He won the Busch Series Championship in 2000 by over 600 points, and he's finished runner-up in that series to a couple of talented guys with the names of Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kevin Harvick.
Something a little out of the ordinary in this one for Jeff Burton.
I spoke to the crew chief this morning, and he told me that they just missed the setup in qualifying, but he does expect his driver to make his way up through the field and get a good finish without much problem.
Ron Hornaday is in the top 5 in points so far this season.
Somehow.
It is tough when you are in the top 5 in points. It takes you having a good race and the leader having a bad one in order to gain anything substantial.
I've had 3 in a row. It's been a rough month of May, for sure. So we got Tony Stewart and Grandpa Martin on the front row. See where everybody else starts here in California.
In the front row are the Home Depot Chevrolet and the Pfizer Ford. In the second row are the Rubbermaid Sharpie Ford and the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. Starting the race from row 3 are the Interstate Battery Chevrolet and the Tide Pontiac.
That son of a bitch that ended my race last
The
week.
front row has the Singular Wireless Chevrolet and the Altel Dodge. Starting the race from row 5 will be the UPS Ford and the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet.
We passed the guy behind him on the last corner in
Jimmy
2011.
Johnson, the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will start towards the front.
12th place. His first Cup win came
In row
here.
7 are the Dale Jr. Chevrolet and the M&M's Ford.
I think he finished second in that crash.
Starting the race from row 8 are the U.S. Army Pontiac and the O2 car.
In the Dane Hamlin, Joey Logano instance, he came through the finish
And
second.
in row 9 are the DuPont Chevrolet and the Stacker 2 Dodge.
Jeff Gordon was the inaugural winner here.
Starting in row 10 will be the DeWalt Power Tools Ford and the 19 car. In row 11 are the UAW Delphi Chevrolet and the Net Zero Pontiac. In row 12 are the Sterling Marlin Dodge and the Caterpillar Dodge. Row 13 finds the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge and the Motorcraft Ford. The 14th row has the 5 car and the BAM Racing Dodge. In row 15 are the Target Dodge and the Kodak Max Film Pontiac. Starting the race from row 16 are the Civil Air Patrol Chevrolet and the 27 car.
It's pretty hard camera angles, like moving back and
Row 17
forth.
has the 1 car and the Georgia Pacific Dodge. Starting in row 18 will be the 7 car in the Citgo Ford.
Newest inductee into the Hall of Fame, and Kevin Harvick. I forgot about that.
In row 19 are the Haviland Dodge and the America Online Chevrolet.
The guy that started the chaos last week.
In row 20 are the Cheerios Dodge and the Granger Ford. Back in row 21, we have the Hooters Ford and the Dr. Pepper Dodge.
And last but certainly not least.
And rounding out the field is the AC Delco Chevrolet.
Alright, let's try to get a strong finish here in the month of May. Can we finally finish the race? Here we go. Alright, we are underway here in the return of California. Always one of my favorite tracks. Always run well here in this game. I think we ran the top 10 here last year, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we went here last year, but always ran well here. Hopefully we can do well here. I only ran one practice race for this because I've been really busy. Only ran one practice race last night, and I got a top 5. Barely. Almost won the race, so that gave me a little bit of confidence going into this one. So, and after this, we got an off week, which we desperately need one, considering we had a rough month of May. 3 DNFs in a row after a strong start to the year. And we're coming halfway through the year, and in 2 weeks, we're heading to Pocono, my home track, which is on the other side of the state where I am. So, let's see if we get a good finish out of this. We're going to try to get up to the field as quickly as possible. Here we go, caught the back of the field. Here we go underneath Kevin. Grab a little left tap. We're okay. Big run down the back straightaway underneath LePage for 41st. We are going to make the pass as we're moving up to the field pretty quickly. We're moving up to the field quickly as well until Michael Bird decided to kill me a week ago. But remember last week we pulled the same strategy by paying a little bit early, and it worked out really well for us. And that strategy kind of changed, almost changed the outcome of the whole race last week. And hopefully we won't have to worry about that again, but we'll have to wait and see. But you gotta be ready for anything. And like I said, we were outside the top 10 before we had our issues. Here we come. This is a good track, like I've said. A lot of big runs can happen. You gotta take advantage of them when you can get them. Oh, sliding up the hill, we're okay. Like I said, this is a great place to share, Jack, because we got long straightaways. Here we come down the front. Oh, boy. Gotta wait till the last second here to get a big run, and here we go. We're gonna go all the way down, make it 3 wide. Whoa, a little loose there. Trying to make some big, hairy last-second moves. Oh, boy. Stay on the bottom here. And we're battling for 31st place. Whoa, boy. A little loose off the corner. We'll drive with Brett Bodine here, heading to turn 3. Take care of our stuff. Another big run down the front stretch. Here we go for 31st. Underneath Brett Bodine for 32nd first. And then 31st. Should be able to get into turn 1. Here we go. Like I said, we're being aggressive, trying to get as many spots as possible. We're up to 31st. And like I said at the beginning, this is the place where Kyle Busch got his first Cup win back in 2005. And he also won the final Cup race. Passed away earlier due to phenome, whatever that is, at the Symptus. And as we're coming to the line here for lap 8, we're going to do a moment of silence as we honor one of NASCAR's all-time greats. Kyle Busch did so much to the NASCAR world. Obviously 234 wins. I don't think anyone's going to catch that across all 3 series. 100 plus wins in the O'Reilly series, this series. 63 Cup wins. A lovely 69 truck wins. Those are records that I don't think anyone's going to touch in the years to come. And definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer. Maybe he'll get it next year. That was the idea that they brought up. But obviously we're not going to talk about that right now, as we are up to 30th place. Things are kind of looking well. We were pitting around lap 23 to 24. That's the earliest everybody else was pitting. So we're going to try to be well, but oh, caution! I didn't cause it, so that's a big plus. We can come in here and maybe try to get off strategy. 3 weeks in a row, we're going to try to pull off the same strategy by being the only one to pit good tires, but I don't know if everybody else could have pit, but we'll see what happens here. I didn't cause a caution this time. That's crazy to believe. Oh, it happened. Oh, probably because of me. Brett Bodine gets around and collects a couple others. Oh, there's me getting sideways. Yep, there he goes. Let's see who collects. Kenny Wallace. I saw Flippy Doodah. And you know what? We're going to do the same strategy. We're going to pick. Oh, looks like everybody else pitting, so never the fuck mind. Looks like everybody else is pitting.
Several of the crews now on the wall as the cars begin to make what should be scheduled pit stop. The field heading down pit road. A good chance for the teams to make changes. We'll see who can win the race within the race.
Alright, here we go. 4 tires. Looks like everybody else is pitting, so might get a couple debris yellows. We'll have to wait and see. We need the crew to step up bad, so not bad on pit road. And here we go for the restart.
Pace car is off, the field punches up, and we are back underway. Green flag is in the air on this restart, and the field races its way down towards the number line.
Alright, looks like we're up to 20th, so we gained 10 spots after all that, so not bad. Not how I wanted to get in trap position, but you know, you gotta take it when you can, and we gained 10 spots on pit road. Not bad, we gotta have some of these guys. Let's share drive with Sturm on and try to catch back up to them. Like I said, this is a place where we can share drive. Long straightaways here. Oh, Wisconsin here, come down the front straightaway underneath Ricky Ryan Martin to go 3 wide. And up to 18th position. There's a guy that started all week ago. Luckily, he's around 40. We'll get that down. Oh, hold on. All right, let's try to get this down here. That's pretty easy, hopefully. And there we go. We got that down. Like I said, this is a place where we could share drive. It looks like a couple other cars might be pitting. I'm not sure. I'll be ready in case they do. I'll lay up here a little early just in case. And looks like they're all staying out. Sometimes they tend to move down for blocking purposes or whatever. But if we go out 4 and lead the inaugural winner for 17, maybe a couple other spots are down this long front straightaway. And in turn 1 where we can reach high speeds. We'll take it easy here. And again, sure drive Michael Brutes here. Trying to get a couple of spots. Might get a top 15 out of this. We'll have to wait and see. Whoa! We're good. Battling for 15th, I think. So, in the turns 3 and 4. See if I can use some sure draft here. And here we go. Down the front straightaway we go. Michael Brutes trying to go 3 wide. Maybe get another spot here. I don't know if I can make the pass in the turn 1. I'll be risky. And here we go. 205 miles an hour in the turn 1. Don't wreck this car. Oh, got into Robbie Gordon there. We're up to 15th. Down the back straightaway we go. Here we're going to do what if for 14th place. Should be able to get the spot pretty simply into turns 3 and 4. As we're on the very bottom here. Hopefully some cars can get down to where we can use the drive. Here we go. And here we come off of 4. This is for 14th place. Maybe get 13th from Jeff Green here. Michael Brutes is all the way down to where I don't know. Yeah, that's way too late to try to make a move. Here we go. Oh, loose the turn 1. Oh boy. Okay, we're good. We're okay. We're in third for now in 13th. Got the draft from Michael Brutes as we're down this back straightaway. We're getting this down pretty good. I told you guys it's a good place to share a drive. We got long straightaways here. So, We're up to 13. Here you go, lead Michael Roots down the front straightaway. This will be for 12th place. Remember, we gotta catch Ricky Craven out. That's gonna be the hardest one to catch. And there he is up there. Look at that, got it down with Michael Roots. Maybe I'll be able to get it down with him. Here we come down the back straight underneath the newest Hall of Fame inductee, Jeff Burton. Finally got in. Here we go. Underneath him into turn 3. This is for a top 10 position, kind of like a week ago. This is a paper copy of what happened with Ricky Craven. Here we go, 3 wide for 9th place. And not quite yet. Might have to, oh, okay, we're clear. Into turn 1 we go. Can't squeeze underneath him, but we'll drive with Burn to get around Mikey. Oh no. We'll go to the outside. Oh, we got there. Let's try Ricky Craven. We got to the high side of Burn. We're gonna make the pass up to 9th place. Jumping on the inside. I'm trying to get this down to Ricky Craven. Maybe, oh, he can't. I thought it was gonna be a block. He can't, okay. We're gonna have to be brave. I was hoping to get around him clean, but Jeff Burton's gonna be in the way. Oh, okay, we're gonna block. Oh no. Jeff Burton's being a pain in the dick. Trying to make this pass. I think we gotta get around him off of 4. I think we have to. Jeff Burton's gonna be a pain in the ass. We're gonna have to get around him quickly. Alright, here we go. We're gonna try turn. Alright, we're gonna try turn 4. Let's try to get a run on him. Here we come. We're gonna try to get a run. Get around him and get it over with. We're gonna go all the way to the apron. Stay on the apron. Oh, no, we're not gonna get around him. Gotta be precise to how to get around these guys. I know he won't. Let's try to get a run. We're gonna have to get a big enough run. Go all the way down. Rivals are so hard to get around. Let's try to get around here. We're close to this. Here we come out with 4. We're going all the way to the apron. Give him plenty of space. Oh, he thought about it. We're clear? No, I think we are. Okay, we're gonna push. Drive. Don't let him come behind me. We're clear. We're up to 8th. We gotta go. Here we go, Interleague Junior for 7th place. Looks like everybody else up here should be pretty easy to get around. As we are, hold on, up to 7th. Here's Jimmy Johnson, who, like I said, his first of many wins came here. He won it back in 2016 also, in the Superman car. I think is he in that Patreon paint scheme? Yes, he is. What a fitting way. Memorial Day was this past weekend. And, you know, we're going to try the outside. Get some drive from Ryan Newman. We're going to go for 6th place. And up to 6th. Going to make the pass. Up to 6th place. Underneath Ryan Newman. Here we go for 5th. We're picking these guys up one by one. I think, whoa, sliding up the hill. We're okay. We're up to 5th. We're in the top 5. I think it's the first time we're seeing the top 5 in since April, when I finished runner-up at Texas. Here we go for 4th. I'm at Kendra, not making it easy on me. Made it get 3rd, probably not get 3rd for Tony. We are up to 4th. Things are going really well right now. Like I said, we're trying to finish the race. We have yet to finish the race. It's Texas, who I finished 2nd. So the guy in front of me who dominated that, Tony Stewart. Here we come. He's not giving me the bottom. And here we go for 3rd place. I swear, picking these guys up one by one. Here we go for 3rd. And, oh, hold on. Can we get the spot? Oh, up to 3rd. Welcome to the Big Race Report in California. So far, things are going so well. We made our way up to 3rd after pit stops on the last caution, the only caution of the race on lap 10 so far. We could probably go about another 5 laps or so before we can make it on one more stop for everybody else to make it to the end of the race. And can we finally finish the race in the month of May? We'll have to wait and find out. This is the Big Race Report in California. Went too high into turn 3. Here comes Ryan Newman. We're going to lose 3rd. Might be able to get right back here. Here we go. We're going to try it. Oh, we're there. Trying to get 3rd back. And yeah, the tires have definitely gone away. I think we could go another 3 laps, if we can. Another 2 to 3 laps. Whoa, slide up! Well, we got third back. I think we can go another 3 laps, and then we'll make it to the end of the race. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to pit when everybody else does, but the tires have definitely gone away. Gonna try to push this run as long as I can to make sure I have fresher tires at the end. But I kind of want to pit before the leads and we're getting a little. It looks like a couple other cars are coming. I don't know. This might be a big of a stretch. So we got 2.5 gallons. I'm gonna try to go as far as I can so that I have fresher tires. Those guys that are pitting late are gonna try to get an advantage on the new tires. Messed up again. Here comes Tony, and we're gonna still hang on to third. We're gonna push here for a couple more laps to try to. Hopefully, I'm gonna go to lap 38 to be safe. And I messed up again. Here comes Chef Gordon. The tires have definitely gone away. And this battle for third ain't over. Here we come back. Just like Ryan Newman. And we're going to get third back from Jeff Gordon. This battle for third is kind of fun, I'm not going to lie. But like I said, the tires have definitely gone away. I'm going to try to push for one more lap. And then we're going to hit pit road. And after that, we should be good to go to the finish. I'm going to push. This is going to be a big gamble here. I'm going to push it. All right, into turns 3 and 4. I want us down the bottom. We are going to hit pit road. We can floor down pit road here. Just don't speed all. Don't get sideways either. Don't speed. All right, 4 tires. We're up the tires here. All right, fingers crossed.
The crew jumps over the wall and begins to service this machine. This is their opportunity to shine. They can't make any mistakes here. It'll be a routine 4-tire change. They'll also put in 2 cans of gas, 4 tires of gas on this stop.
Holy shit! I can't believe it. The crew finally gave me a great pit stop. I can't believe it. Don't fuck up though. All right. Let's see what we can do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, off of turn 4. Pit stops have cycled through. And I don't know where we're going to cycle out. I think we're going to cycle out in second. And let's see. That's Harvick up there. Oh, no. He's right here. That's Boop, the second in points. That's him right here. Leading the race. We're up to second. I don't know, guys. We have a chance. Never thought I'd be saying this in the month of May, but we actually have a shot of winning the race. Never thought I'd be saying that in the month of May, but here we are, so. But we got like another 21 laps. Into 3 and 4. Here's the 20 to go on board. Here we come, big run lead boot for the race lead. And we're going to lead this lap.
We picked up 5 bonus points for leading the lap.
Here's the 20 to go on board. We got the lead. Didn't think that was going to be possible. But here we are. But we got to get away from Harvick. He's got newer tires. We're going to have to get away from him. So we're going to have to run perfect qualifying laps. We got around Boom. But now we got to run qualifying laps. But even if we don't win this race, we just need a confidence booster going into the off week, heading into Pocono. And again, Pocono's my home track. So obviously I want to win there. But let's go. Let's see if we can get a win for Kyle Busch. Into 3 and 4. 10 laps to go here in California. I have about a second and a half late on Boob. Harvick hasn't been closing in. It's been around 2.6. So he hasn't been closing in. He's the first guy on new tires. On the freshest tires. So I've had a little bit of relaxation to try to take care of my stuff a little bit here to get to the finish. Remember, anything can still happen. Hopefully Kevin Harvick can get at least a second so we can have an RCR first and second. Knowing that RCR has 2 cars now. We have 4 in this race. So obviously getting 2 of them to finish first and second would be great. And like I said, this is the first place that Kyle Busch got his first Cup win. And he also won the last race here. So obviously winning here will be a little sweet. But 2.5 seconds. So it looks like they're closing in. Gonna have to get around Jack Spread quickly and push when I have to. Don't want to get held up too much by these lappers. Here we go all the way to the bottom. Should be able to get around them quickly. And we're going to get around it with these. And we are set sail for the rest of the race. Hopefully. But we're going to push it here. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to 5 laps to go. Those guys are on new tires. They're trying to keep me honest. They've been closing in on me. It was 2 seconds last time. Under 2 seconds with Jeff Gordon. They are closing in on me. This is not over, guys. They're trying to keep me honest. And like I said, Jeff Gordon won the inaugural race here. He also won at Watkins Glen. But I would love to finish strong and try to go to victory lane, but we're going to have to go. I think we can make it to the finish. Depending on lap 38, we should be good enough to go to the finish. But we're going to have to run some qualifying laps because Jeff Gordon is coming. He's looking for win number 2. We got 4 to go. He's up to second. Ladies and gents, coming to 2 laps to go. Jeff Gordon's coming. Going to try to use some sure Jeff and Greg Biffle here. 2 laps to go. For a win in the month of May. 2 to go. It's around a second still. As long as I hit my marks, we got a lap car in between us. Should be in good shape to finally go to victory lane. But it ain't over yet. So I'm sliding up the hill. As we are down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4, we'll be coming to the white flag. And if yellow comes out now, the race is over. But as we're into turns 3 and 4, trying to put an RCR car into victory lane. For the first time, Jeff Gordon's coming. For the first time in a long time, good to see the white flag. Jeff Gordon's there. We're going to have 1 more lap to go. Can I hang on? Jeff Gordon has got around Greg Biffle, but I don't think it's giving up for him as we're down the back straightaway. Into turns 3 and 4, at a place where Kyle Busch won the last cup race here. Into turns 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, off of 4, going to put RCR in the victory lane. For the first time, we're going to finish the race. Yes! And we win in California. Let's go. Wow. Book 4th. We need to see these points. Let's go.
This is the kind of finish the fans love to see.
Yeah, these NASCAR Winston Cup races can be hundreds of laps, yet when all is said and done, sometimes there's just a few tenths or even less separating the leaders. That was incredible.
Ron Hornaday came from the back of the pack to get the win.
Damn right.
What an incredible race he had. That was really quite amazing to watch him fight his way to the front. That whole team deserves a lot of credit for their hard work.
Especially on that last stop when they really stepped out. Let's go. Finally in victory lane for Kyle Busch. Bittersweet moment. Yes! Let's go! Yeah! For the first time since Talladega, we're in victory lane. So, Ricky Craven, that son of a bitch, still hasn't gone down, but it's better than nothing. So, for Kyle Busch, we go to victory lane. Jeff Gordon tries damnness, but it wasn't good enough. And we almost led the most laps. Of course, it was Harvick that led the most laps. So we led the most laps. Both RCR cars did. So we'll see what happens. But for the first time in the month of May, finally we finished the race. And it was great. We won the race. Jeff Gordon's hard charge wasn't good enough. Finished the second. Kevin Harvick third. Boom fourth. We might be back in the points lead. We'll have to wait and see. Matt Kenseth fifth. Tony Stewart sixth. He led 11 laps. Ryan Newman seventh. Junior eighth. Jimmy Johnson ninth. I don't know. We might be good enough to get the points lead back. We'll have to wait and see. One at the top 10. Good run for him. Jed Burton, the newest Hall of Fame inductee, as well as Kevin Harvick. I forgot about him. He finishes third. Yeah, he finishes third. Jed Burton, 11th. Michael Waltrip, 12th. Good run. Dale Jarrett, 13th. Grandpa, 14th. Ricky Rudd, 16th. Sterling Marlin, 17th. Bill Elliott, 18th. That son of a bitch at the top 20. These two son of a guns, 24th to 25th. Looks like they never leave each other. I'll say that much. Terry Labine, 26th. Mark, 29th. Great Biffle, 37th. And Kevin LePage last. And looks like 40 cars finished the race. And how many on the lead lap? 36. So, not bad. A bittersweet moment for sure. We both led the most laps. Both RCR cars. Tony Stewart led some laps. Boob did. Along with Junior. So, I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think Boob, I don't know. He might be the points leader because I was like 34 behind him. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be second in points for sure going into Pocono. So bittersweet moment here in California. All right, guys. For the first time this year, we're gonna have an off week. It's hard to believe. In 2 weeks, we're gonna be heading to my home track in Pocono, and my other home track, Watkins Glen, didn't go well for me, so we should do well here at Pocono. Yeah, and like I said, we're second in points, 19 back behind Boo. Jimmy Johnson 24 back. Everything's still pretty tight, and 8 guys still are within the race. Kevin Harvick with a great run is now 9th, and Sterling Marlin dropped a little bit in points. Everything's still tight right now, so especially the top 5, so separated by 71 points. Pretty tight right now, and Ricky Craven is still pretty pissed, but that's okay. The awards, we got picking up places, the fastest lap, and a move for the race. So, made some pretty good moves out there. I wonder if I made the move for the win. I'm not sure, but obviously the other awards we checked. And, guys, that's going to do it. That top 5 finish that I did in my one practice race, apparently it was good enough to get the win. So, We need a turnaround. Consider what happened the whole month of May. We haven't finished the race, and of course this race where Kyle Busch got his first win, it meant a lot in this one. So, and I think my 6th win of the year, 5th or 6th win of the year. So we needed that heading into the off week and heading into Pocono, which, like I said, is my home track. So that's it, fellas. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. When we go to Pocono, I don't know if I'm going to do a live stream. I haven't thought about it. I've been really busy with stuff, so probably won't happen. But anyways, I'll see you all in 2 weeks where we go to Pocono, my home track. Hopefully we go back to back. And have a good day, everyone. Woo!